Yes, my dear friend, welcome back to the channel. It is a great evening here in Southeast Asia, Malaysia to be precise. Wherever you are around the globe, well, you are highly welcome. It is tonight's game, Chelsea, Arsenal. Two teams that are fighting for points, 3 points. Both teams need a 3 point tonight. Chelsea need a 3 point to climb up to have, now we have on 47 points. With a 3 point, we should be around 7th place or, yeah. If we should get a 3 point tonight, we will jump to 7th place on the league table. And Arsenal also need a 3 point to catch up with Manchester City on top of the table. So it is a battle tonight and one must surely win. Listen, worst case scenario should be a draw. I'm not predicting. I'll come back with my predictor lineup and my prediction. But what I'm seeing a very tough and difficult game for both sides. Tough and difficult game for Arsenal. Tough and difficult game for Chelsea. But one must surely come up the victor. Well, it is on record. It is on record that Mauricio Pochettino has never won a Premier League away game against Arsenal, drawing 4 and losing 3 of his 7 league visits to the Emirates with Southampton and Tottenham. Drawing 4 and losing 3 in his 7 league visits to the Emirates with Southampton and Tottenham. Will tonight be the night that Mauricio Pochettino will break his own record by winning the first ever game at the Emirates against Arsenal? I want to believe so. I hope he will do it. I hope it can be done with this current Chelsea squad. I pray, I wish, my desire is that tonight that would happen. That will happen, right? Okay. Now, to some other important news before I will come back with my predicted lineup and match predictions. Mauricio Pochettino on Nicolas Jackson, he spoke at length about individual players in yesterday's press conference. And one of the things that he pointed out on Nicolas Jackson, he said, Jackson is young. He needs to handle the pressure to deal with Chelsea and all the new things that happens, because I think he increased his social media following. We cannot judge him like an end product. He is a potential amazing striker that is doing well. Step by step, he is getting better and better. Yes, I believe so also. I said it before that Jackson has improved a lot. He is getting better and better. And I will expect him to continue to grow and to develop. Yeah. Like I told you earlier on, now Chelsea is on 9th position with 47 points, as you can see it on your screen. 9th position with 47 points. West Ham is on 8th with 48 points. Manchester United is on 7th place with 50 points. And if Chelsea should win tonight, Chelsea should be climbing to 50 to have 50 points as well. Meaning we will leapfrog West Ham, and with goals, with much more goal difference, we should be ahead of Manchester United. Yes, with goal difference, we should be ahead of Manchester United because we have a goal margin of 9. We have a goal margin of 9, and Manchester United have a -1. So a tonight's win will leapfrog Manchester United as well. Hopefully, we can get the job done. But do you think Chelsea can still make Europe this season? Let me hear from you in the comments section. Do you think Chelsea can still make Europe this season? I mean, not Conference League. I'm talking about Europa League or Champions League. Is it possible? Personally, yes, I think it's possible. Chelsea can still make Europe or Europa League and Champions League this season. It is possible if we can play our games and score the goals. We are creating the chances, but scoring the goals is always the problem. And I think we can still make Europe next season. All right? According to the report we are receiving, Nicolas Jackson suffered a racial abuse on Instagram after the defeat to Manchester City. Chelsea are disgusted and will ban anyone found guilty of being responsible. Please, let's stop the abuse of the individual players. It doesn't help us. when the player loses his morale, it affects the club, it affects the team the more. For those of you who have taken to X and Instagram and some other social media platform and abusing individual players. Now, Jackson has been abused racially on Instagram. I just hope that Chelsea will take it serious and try and locate the culprit and ban him for life to deter others from doing same. It is very important. We need to protect the interests of our players, dear friend. We need to. All right. Okay. In tonight's game, Cole Palmer might not be available. I am of the hope that he would. According to the statement made by Pochettino yesterday, Cole Palmer might not, but he's going to be assessed today to know his condition. He was ill. Not injury, but sickness or illness. In the absence of Cole Palmer, the coach also explained who should take our penalty. Who should take our... He said, I will decide. He said he will decide on who will take the penalty in the absence of Cole Palmer. Yes. He said there is Noni Madueke, there is Gallagher, there is Fernandez, and even Jackson that can shoot. It will depend. Of course, there is Moidrick, according to our coach. So a penalty taker is not a problem for Chelsea as we speak. As we speak. Dear friend, now, tonight's game, I believe that you out there, you want to relax and enjoy the game. What are your expectations? Predicted lineup, I will come up with it. Remember, Malo Gusto is also injured. And so there's going to be a tactical change in our setup tonight. Because if Cole Palmer is not coming in and Malo Gusto is not coming in, the coach will have to find a solution to these two players, their positions. And in my next video, I will come up with that also for you. Dear friend, meanwhile, let me just conclude with this with you. For you. Quickly. Thiago Silva said no to others in January and decided to stay to help the young players. Thiago Silva said no to offers that came his way in January. Decided to stay and help this young team. What does that mean? Are we going to be seeing a new contract for Thiago Silva in the coming days or weeks? Don't forget, Conor Gallagher's contract is still not yet ready. There's no agreement yet. It's still a stalemate. Are we waiting until we lose Gallagher and lose Thiago Silva in the team? Listen, it will be unfair to ask the fans. It will be unfair to ask the fans to lose Thiago Silva, lose Conor Gallagher. At the same time, leadership in the squad we have been talking about, if we are to lose Thiago Silva and lose Conor Gallagher, it will be at the detriment of the club and the fans. These owners cannot just put their priority on money. When is a club, the team going to grow? When is the team going to have a leader? Right now, what Chelsea needs is leadership. Leadership. The last two games that Thiago Silva was involved in, we saw the result. We saw how solid our defense was. At least, we would have kept a clean sheet. In the last two games, if not for Manchester City that were so determined, Dear friend, well, my time is up. I'll be back with my predicted lineup. Don't go anywhere. In the next few hours, I will come with my predicted lineup with some exclusives more. See you in the next one when you see me, dear friend. Shalom and peace.